What's going on, everybody? This is Best in the Burrow with the first of many Black Ops 2 videos coming at you. This happens to be the third match I played. It was the first one I'd won. On every Call of Duty or every multiplayer game, I always start out with like a free-for-all kind of game type or something like that to get acclimated to the game, the feel of it, the weapons and all that, and kind of see what I got to work with. So that's how I started out on this, and it's a third game. It was a tough game all game. There was a bunch of camping little something and others in here, but I was trying out some different weapons because third match, you don't really know what you like yet. You're just trying to get a feel for it. So, but first of all, I wanted to commend Treyarch. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a love-hate relationship with the Call of Duty franchise as it is. It seems like it's, I don't know. It's Call of Duty as a whole is it's like a great business model. I mean, they come out with a game where, as soon as it comes out, there's a lot of fucking hype about it, and there's a lot of people that are loving it, and they're playing it all the time, and all this and that and everything else, and then it starts, the cheaters and the hackers and the glitchers and all that shit start popping up, so it becomes arduous, it becomes a headache, it becomes a bunch of bullshit, especially with lag compensation or not having lag compensation or whatever the fuck the case may be. And then eventually they kind of quit doing patches because they start to work on the next game they're going to be doing in the franchise chain, and they kind of give up on it. So it kind of becomes pretty much useless to play it. Everybody hacks all the fucking lobbies, all the fucking stats and all that shit, the leaderboards, and so it's all irrelevant. Like, your stats don't matter. It doesn't matter who was what at the top of the leaderboard, because sooner or later they're going to start hacking 10th prestiges and all that bullshit, and it just makes it worthless. You just spent fucking 12 days or some shit, however long it's going to take you to get to your 10th prestige, and somebody else just paid somebody $10 in Microsoft points to get it. It's a fucking joke. But furthermore, I mean, I've had fun playing this game. I really have. I've had fun times, and I've had times where I'm just like, oh my god, this fucking bullshit. It's the same bullshit. That's the thing. I mean, like, they're using the same engine from Call of Duty 4, I do believe. I don't think they've changed any of that. It's still all the same shit. I mean, it's just newer maps, better graphics, more detailed, but I mean, I do also like the 10-point scheme they have now of setting up your class. That's really creative. It's really great. I mean, you can kind of set up anything you want, and I mean, I think it kind of helps a lot of players suit to their needs and their wants, because a lot of people have always complained about having a perk in the same slot where you couldn't use it because you were sacrificing it for another one. So it does make it an advantage. It is great. That is one of the huge upsells of this game. But I mean, Call of Duty as a franchise has just gotten to the point where, the best way to describe it is, best way I can describe it as, my controller died and I'm trying to hook it back up. Anyway, is basically to use a euphemism of, it's kind of like a girl you were dating, and it was like your first love, or you fell in love with her. There was a spark there, a huge attraction, and all that. Even if it was just an infatuation, and it starts out and it's all great and everything, and everything's great and lovely. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, oh yeah, it's all good and rainbows and butterflies and fucking unicorns shooting rainbows out their asses. But then that day comes where something just doesn't go right, and it really aggravates you, and so you're just like, fuck it, I'm leaving this shit alone. I'm not talking to her no more. She's not worth my time. Lo and behold, a year goes by. What happens? You bump into her somewhere. So what happens is, you get back into it, you start hanging out, you start playing together again and shit, blah, blah, blah. Basically, the game came out and you fell in love with a new game because it's new graphics, new maps, new guns, new fucking bullshit you can fucking put on a weapon or add to your fucking whatever. Gosh, there's so much bullshit on here. Like, oh, you're fucking, somebody show me how to make a fucking cock and balls on a fucking theme so I can put it on my player card, so if I kill you, you have to see a fucking balls and shaft. Like, what the hell is that shit? Like, come on. I mean, you can create anything and this is what the Xbox community creates. But I've had a lot of fun playing the game. I mean, right now I've halfway through my first Prestige, so I'm about to Prestige again, and it's just one of those things where you go back and forth. You know, I just really want a fair gameplay. You know, I want it where it's heads up, equal, fair, everybody has a chance, you're not getting screwed over. You know, it shouldn't always be about fucking who can sit in a corner and get fucking whatever to call in some bullshit. I mean, that's not real. You know what I mean? Like, I prefer a more realistic kind of thing, like where it's just kills only or something. I mean, kill streaks kind of get annoying after a while. The new score streak system is a new added bonus, because it is kind of like it rewards players that do play an objective more, kind of like they did in the first one, but they kind of elaborated on that a little more, because it was more just point driven or expressed in the previous Black Ops, which it was one of my favorites. Like, I loved Black Ops. That and Call of Duty 4, like those were my top two. Like, before then, I also loved World at War, because it was a really good game. Like, I felt the online experience was fun. I mean, yeah, it always had a bunch of hacks and glitches and shit, but they normally did a good job of patching it, and that's what I've been hoping and looking forward to with Black Ops 2. Like, I hope all this, you know, any of the issues we're having, the lag, and, you know, if people start hacking lobbies and leaderboards and all that shit, like, hopefully they start shutting that down and everything. So, I mean, you know, the game's going to be good for what, the next 6 months, 8 months or so, something like that, until whatever the next new big game title franchise is that pops up and comes out of nowhere to steal a $500 million or $1 billion first week like Call of Duty does. So, yep, I know it's been a while since I made a video. It's just tough, you know. Some people got to work for a living. I don't make any money off this, so I get to it when I can, and, you know, I enjoy doing it. I appreciate all y'all that take the time to watch it and, you know, subscribe and like my channel and like the videos and comments and all that stuff, you know what I mean? That's why I try to respond to people when I can. Sometimes I'm just a little too busy to do it. You know, you got to try to have a social life outside of your job and whatever you are pursuing personally. So that's what I've been doing. Be sure to keep your eye out, though, because I do have a lot of videos I'm stacking up right now between Halo 4 and Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I've been playing a lot. Also been playing some Assassin's Creed, so it's kind of hard to devote my time between those several games right there. Also been playing some Team Fortress 2 and Left 4 Dead on Steam. So any of y'all that you might be on Steam, you want to hit me up, it's Best in the Borough, capital B in the front, all one word. So be sure to leave your comments in the box below, and let me know what you thought about the gameplay. I know it was kind of close, 30 to 20. Catch you later.